All right, today we are diving into a white paper that's looking to completely flip the script on social media. It's called Proof of Post, and it's all about using the Cardano blockchain to give you, real ownership of your digital life.
So let me ask you something, and be honest. Do you really own your online posts? I mean, you click post, you see it there, it feels like yours, right? Well, the platforms we use every single day, they have a very different opinion on that.
And that brings us right to the heart of the matter, the problem with platforms. The whole way these social networks are built, this centralized model, is where all the trouble really starts. And trust me, it has some serious drawbacks for all of us.
Okay, this slide breaks it down perfectly. It's like a tale of two different internets. On one side, you've got the world we live in now, the centralized one. The platform owns your content, decides what you can and can't say, and takes a big old cut of any money you make. But then, there's this decentralized vision, which completely flips that around. You own it, you decide, and monetization is peer-to-peer. It's a total power shift.
And look, these aren't just theoretical what-ifs. We're talking about real, tangible risks. Creators get deplatformed with zero warning, no way to appeal, their content gone. Just deleted. And maybe worst of all, their entire income can just vanish overnight because a platform decided to change its policies. Seriously, imagine putting years of your life and work into something only to have it disappear in a flash.
So, with all those problems, what's the fix? Well, this is where the white paper introduces a really powerful idea, something called proof of post. It's built on a core cryptographic concept, and honestly, it could be the foundation for a completely new kind of internet.
Okay, so the absolute core of this whole thing is something called the proof of post signature. So what is that? Think of it this way. Every time you create a piece of content, your personal Cardano wallet attaches a unique cryptographic signature to it. This signature is an unbreakable, verifiable link that proves that you, and nobody else, are the original author. It's basically a digital fingerprint for your stuff. And you know what? The process is super straightforward. Check it out, just 3 steps. 1, you create your post, your comment, whatever. 2, you sign it using your wallet's private key. That's kind of like your super secret digital password that only you have access to. And 3, boom, a unique, verifiable proof of authorship is created. It's that simple, but the result is this rock-solid proof that you're the one who made it.
Here's another great way to think about it. It's like having a digital notary who puts an official, permanent stamp on every single thing you create online. It's that verifiable proof that says, yep, this person made this at this time and nobody can argue with it or take it away.
Now, what's really cool is the flexibility here. You've got a couple of options for where to store this proof. You can go off-chain, which basically means storing it on a server. That's going to be instant and free. Or, for your really important stuff, you can anchor it directly on the Cardano blockchain itself. Now, that's a little slower and costs a tiny transaction fee, but in return, you get the absolute highest level of trustless, immutable security. So, you get to choose convenience or ultimate resilience.
I love this quote from the paper because it just nails the significance of all this. It says this transforms publishing into a verifiable event that no one can later deny or falsify. Think about that for a second. It's not just posting anymore, it's creating a historical record. A platform could come along and delete your content from their site, sure, but they can never erase the proof that you created it. That proof is permanent. Okay, so this concept of ownership doesn't just stop with your posts, it goes way deeper. It's about fundamentally changing the nature of your online identity and all the content you share.
And this is a massive mental shift. Right now, on every platform, you don't own your account. You're just renting your username. They can take it back at any time. In this new world, your identity is an actual asset, something you truly own, and it lives securely in your crypto wallet.
So how does this work? It's done with something called ADA handles. Your username, let's say $Alice, isn't just a name on a database. It's actually an NFT that you own in your wallet. And don't get hung up on the term NFT. Just think of it as a digital deed or a certificate of ownership. This means your identity is portable. You can use that same handle across different apps. And it's way more secure because there are no passwords for hackers to leak or steal.
Okay, so that covers our identity and our text posts. But you're probably wondering, what about the big stuff? You know, photos, videos, large files. Trying to store all of that directly on a blockchain would be incredibly expensive and slow. It's just not practical.
And the solution for that is a really clever piece of tech called IPFS, or the Interplanetary File System.
The key idea here is that instead of your content living on one single server owned by one company, like say Google or Amazon, it's distributed and spread across a huge network of computers. This makes it incredibly resilient and super hard to censor. Plus, it uses cryptographic hashes to guarantee that your files haven't been secretly altered or tampered with.
All right, this is where it all comes together and where things get really interesting. Because when you connect all these social interactions directly to a blockchain like Cardano, you're not just building another social media app. You are literally creating a brand new social economy from the ground up.
This is the final crucial piece of the puzzle. We're talking about a system where value can flow just as freely as your ideas do. This is the point where your words and your wallet finally, truly connect.
100%. Let that sink in. In this new model, if you decide to tip a creator you love, 100% of that money goes directly into their wallet. Peer to peer. No platform taking a 30% cut, no middleman, no hidden fees. All of it goes to the person who earned it.
And it's not just limited to tipping either. This opens up all kinds of new on-chain interactions. We're talking about creators being able to sell paid content directly to their audience, or even users being able to pay to promote their own posts. And because it's all on the blockchain, every single one of these transactions is completely transparent.
So here's the crucial distinction to make. The app, the interface you're looking at, it facilitates the interaction. It makes things easy to see and use. But the blockchain is what verifies everything. The platform becomes just a window, a portal to the network. It's no longer the landlord who owns the whole building.
So this slide really ties it all together nicely. This is the new social stack. You've got proof of post as your foundation for authenticity. You've got ADA handles for your ownable portable identity. You use IPFS for decentralized resilient storage, and it's all powered by on-chain transactions for a native economy. Every single one of these layers is crucial to making the whole thing work.
So if there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's this. In this model, users, people like you and me, are finally in full control. Full control of our identity, full control of our content, and full control over the economics of how we interact online. It's a complete shift in power.
It's a pretty radical idea, isn't it? And it leaves us with this huge open question to think about. If your words and your wallet really are one and the same, what does social media even become? What kinds of new creative expression, what new forms of community can we possibly build when we're the ones holding the keys?